Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about piracy. And everyone knows what I mean by piracy, right? Well, you know, you want to go to a site, any scrupulous site, and essentially watch whatever you want. There are plenty of sites like that free movies, free anime, all that. Well, unfortunately, in recent weeks, this is a pretty bad month for piracy, you know? Uh, Basically, all of the big anime sites, such as High Anime, AniWatch, uh, any of the best ones, Zoro, all the high level big piracy sites are being attacked. Even MangaDex is going the route of the dodo and deciding to basically become like Crunchyroll in a way, which is just all unfortunate. It's just shitty because the great thing about piracy is that well, it allows people to get content transferred to them from Japan and other various places without basically no localization, no mismanagement of the translation, of the dubbing. Um, well, we can talk about dubbing, but basically it's unadulterated, it's unchanged. That's why people like piracy. And also, you don't have to go to like 20 different anime streaming sites like Crunchyroll, for example, which is notoriously bad. A lot of people don't like it. I don't like Crunchyroll. um, there are many places and many reasons as to why people don't use legal sites because, well, it's a bad service. It's not good. It's shit. And nowadays, the powers that be are attacking these sites and shutting them down. It's just crap. It sucks because the ease of use is so easy to hop on, something like AniWatch, click on your show, and you can like have a watch list, save it. It's like it's very easy to use, and very convenient. And there's all of it subtitled. You have all the dubs. It's all subtitled. You have everything. Biggest issue is that people obviously don't want to pay for stuff that's always there, but it's also like this, a lot of these services and subscriptions, they tend to stack up, especially like if you need like a specific site to watch a specific anime. Well, it might not be on that site. I only know Crunchyroll since that's the biggest, but I also know that there are several others that stream anime, but people don't want to pay for it. Like, is it really that realistic to have like two subscriptions to watch anime? No, it isn't. So, that's one reason why people pirate. And another reason why is that, you know, Crunchyroll is pretty fucking notorious for this. Is that they mess up the dub? They insert Western politics into stuff that makes no sense. It's stupid. People don't want modern politics in an anime that has nothing to do with it, culturally speaking. Just it makes no sense. They want to insert their politics and try and change the image of the anime to their image because they're just arrogant assholes, and people don't like that. Hence why a lot of people switch over to pirate sites to do it. And also, there are several places where anime is just not accessible. There are several places where you just can't access Crunchyroll, can't access other these places. Hence why people use piracy sites to pirate the stuff because you can't get access to it. So there's just some anime just locked behind, you know, certain regions in the world. It Hence why they do it. Furthermore, the subtitling as well is it's just better often because a lot of people just subtitle a lot of animes because, well, they just have a passion for it and they like to do it. Whereas like people who might be paid for it and from these bigger places, they translate it badly. There's bad translation. It doesn't make sense. It's crap. And it's a holocaust of what's happening right now to all the piracy sites. But the problem is they can keep continuing to shut down piracy sites and keep attacking all these sites, but there's just going to be new ones popped up everywhere. And Crunchyroll has no incentive to essentially become a better service. I personally don't like it. To me, I just don't like it. It has done stuff, as I said before, with the dubbing and whatnot. It makes no sense for me to want to reward that bad behavior by buying a subscription with them. And also, I'm a cheap bastard. There's always going to be a cheap bastard who wants to go to a site and not pay for something. And that's always going to be the case. But honestly, if there were a better, more available, more convenient source to get anime, people would probably pay for it. It's just that the issue is that a lot of the more legal sites, well, they don't really offer that much. Hence why I like to go to like High Anime or any other one, AniWatch. Like those places are just better 10 times. Now, obviously, they're gone. They're shut down. It's unfortunate that they are. It's sad. But, life will move on. And besides, there's so many sites. I really highly doubt that there's going to be a real way to, like, shut down all these sites unless, essentially you just have state control over all forms of internet, which is what a lot of people want nowadays. Not like normal people, but a lot of people in power want, because, well, they always want more control. But alas, the future shall continue forward brightly, and we will continue to watch anime, alright? Anime shall not die so easily. And you will be able to pirate as much as you please, because there's always a site. Always a site. And for anyone that says, well, just pay for it, well, people don't want to pay for shit. Alright? People don't want to pay for literal dog shit. I certainly don't. And you want to purchase something that's of a good value. And some people don't even want to do that. They want to actually make sure the money that they pay goes to the right people. There is a contingent of people that are willing to pay for, like, merch and other stuff because they want to support the actual creators of, the shows and animes, not just these shitty services that just pockets most of the money while the actual creators get fucking pennies on a dime. There's that contingent. But mainly, piracy has always been just a service issue, an access issue. The great Lord Gaben was always right about that when it came to piracy. People are more willing to pay for something convenient rather than, put in the effort and work to pirate something, if it's something that's properly convenient and good. If there were actually a site like that, people would do it. People would actually, stream up anime sites and all that. And also, the ads. People don't like ads. I know Crunchyroll has ads if you pay for, like, the basic package or free stuff, I think. Don't quote me on that. I never really bought stuff from Crunchyroll, so I wouldn't know. It's just that I'm not willing to spend, like, what is it, like $15 or $20 for a subscription for basically a place that doesn't really respect or give a shit about anime. Just not going to waste my time with it. It's not worth it. It's literally not worth it. I'd rather just go somewhere else and do it for free. And there's just fucking thousands upon thousands of places where you can just do it for free. Fucking stupid. Anyways, this is just like a quick yap session about, piracy and whatnot, and how all these sites are getting taken down, and just how I feel about it. I know my upload schedule's not been too great, but I've just been busy with a lot of stuff, working overtime and whatnot. But that's how it is. That's how it is. Anyways, thank you for listening, and goodbye.